to another edition of Brockport Weekly. I'm Mackenzie Moore.
And I'm Sarah Mess. Well, now that it's November and the end of the semester's coming up, it's time to register for classes. So are you taking any interesting classes next semester?
I'm signed up for public speaking, which is for my major, so I'm excited about that, getting those classes underway instead of just the general education classes.
Well, that's great. Yeah, so this week is majors reservation, and next week starts registration for all the other classes depending on your year. So don't forget to do that.
The college at Brockport is trying out a new program this winter break. The communication department is teaming up with the community development to bring you Eagle Service Days. This new program combines learning with community service and fun. Dale Hartnett, a teacher from the communication department, is offering the class Protest and Public Opinion over winter break. During the class, students will travel to historic Memphis, Tennessee, and take part in restoring a cemetery as well as visiting many places that have had a large impact on our nation's history. The pinnacle point of the trip will be spending Martin Luther King Day, where Martin Luther King spent his last few days. For more information on this program, please visit www.brockport.edu/serve/Eagle Service Days. There is limited space left for the trip. If you are interested, fill out an application and hand it into room B105 in the basement of the Union.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a really great way to take a class.
I went to Memphis last summer, and it was an excellent experience there. I really enjoyed it, so I think the class would really like it.
Yeah, it sounds very good.
Well, cold and flu season is starting, and Brockport Weekly reporter Jen Massa went to Hazen Health Center to find out what sicknesses are going around.
Have you ever wondered what sicknesses are going around and how to prevent them? Well, here at the college at Brockport, when students get sick, they can visit Hazen Health Center. At Hazen, students can receive treatments for any illnesses that they may have. This week, I visited Hazen's nurse practitioner and assistant director, Cheryl Van Laer. She informed me about what exactly is going around in Brockport.
We're currently seeing a lot of respiratory illnesses, bronchitis, regular colds. We still do see some allergies. We are seeing some flu that started. We also see some gastrointestinal, so like a stomach flu, little nausea, vomiting. And then we see a little bit of scabies every once in a while, which is an infectious skin disorder. What we're not seeing is, and a lot of people are concerned about, our bed bugs. We're not seeing any of that here so far. And I would have to say probably the most common thing that we see are the upper respiratory type infections, the regular run-of-the-mill cold with a little bit of bronchitis kind of mixed in there.
Dr. Van Laer also informed me about how to prevent these illnesses and what to do if you are already sick.
Probably the most important thing that students can do to stay healthy is washing your hands. That is huge, but also anything to keep your immune system healthy. So getting a good night's sleep, eating well, staying really well hydrated. So if you are feeling sick or if you feel like you need to be seen for any reason, we are open every day, Monday through Friday, from 8 in the morning until 4:45. We do walk-ins from 8 until 11 in the morning. Other times we ask that you make an appointment. We're also here on Saturdays from 10 to 2 if you need to be seen, and that's a walk-in type of a thing.
For more information about the Hazen Health Center and how to stay healthy, visit www.brockport.edu/healthctr or call 585-395-2414.
So Sarah, what'd you cook up this week?
Well, this week I made a lighter dish. It's more of a salad and involves some tomatoes and feta cheese. It's a tomato and feta cheese salad. So let's see how you make that. Welcome to the weekly recipe. This week we'll be making a tomato and feta salad. For the recipe you will need tomatoes, pepper, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and feta cheese. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is, after you've washed your tomatoes, I'm just using little cherry tomatoes, cut them in half lengthwise. I'm just using 5 or 6 tomatoes. This is an individual size portion that I'm making, but you can use many more tomatoes and make this to be the main salad, after dinner, or if you want to feed more than just yourself. With the tomatoes in the bowl, take your feta cheese and add that to the tomatoes. There's really no exact amount that's measured out. I just do whatever I think looks right. The next step is to add your olive oil. Just drizzle some on. Just a little bit. Then take your balsamic vinegar and add that too. I usually add this until you can just see it floating around on the bottom. And lastly, sprinkle with a little bit of pepper. And then I just mix it up a bit. So I discovered this recipe by accident. I was actually going to make a tomato and mozzarella salad, which is actually very good and made very similarly, but this one uses the feta cheese. To view the recipe for the tomato and feta salad, visit brockporttv.com.
Wow, Sarah, that looks like such an easy meal.
It is. It's something really easy that you don't even need to have, a stove or anything to work. As long as you have a refrigerator so you can store your cheese, you're good.
Looks delicious.
Well, thanks for joining us out here, Kathy.
Anytime.
So the weekend's coming up. We're going to want to be outside maybe, or are we going to have to be staying inside?
Well, this weekend's looking a little bit chilly, but let's just take a closer look at it.
All right.
So just remember that this Sunday at 2 a.m. your clocks go back an hour as we fall back into the season. So Saturday night before you go to bed, just remember to switch your clocks back. Now back to your forecast for this weekend. We're seeing an unusually wavy jet stream pattern, which is going to bring us down some of that cooler air with winds coming from the north. If we take a closer look, there's actually a low pressure system with the winds coming from the north. It could give us a chance to see some lake effect flurries. So we could be seeing some snow this weekend, unfortunately. But to give you something to look forward to, starting earlier next week, that jet stream moves north of us, and it could bring us some much higher and nicer temperatures. But for your Friday night out, we're going to see a low of 30 degrees. It's going to be very chilly, and we could see some showers of rain mixed in with wet snow. But take a look at your 5-day forecast. Friday, again, rainy with a high of 41. Saturday, could see some snow with a high of 38. Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, high of 45. But look at your Monday and Tuesday. We're warming up. Could see 64 on Tuesday and sunnier skies. So lows in the 30s. It will be much cooler at night, so make sure you're bundling up if you're heading out. With your weekly forecast, I'm student meteorologist Kathy Lovett.
Thanks, Kathy. The Rochester Paranormal Society is coming to Brockport this month to investigate the alleged hauntings that have occurred in Hartwell Hall over the past few decades. Many people believe that Hartwell Hall is run by ghosts. There have been many tales of eerie things happening at night in the building. One person has even claimed that something grabbed her and picked her up as she was falling. Keep watching Brockport Weekly as we will give you the latest updates in the Brockport paranormal hauntings.
Wow, that looks scary.
Yeah, when we go, I hope I get the opportunity to go, but I hope I'm not too scared.
Yeah, it sounds exciting though.
I definitely think so. But up next, we have the Eagle Nest with Mike Baggerman.